We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
At the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Smith with a first down and more. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Sam Martin.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Here's Jackson to return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
40-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted by
the CD. I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, 1st down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
He's tackled.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
It's a gain of 56 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Complete to
Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Titans 6, Broncos nothing.
Now Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. This is the tight end fan. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Lock now on 1st down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Block off of play action. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Adoree Jackson.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
The ball carrier.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. You've got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson on the screen. This is Evans. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Bradley Chubb on the.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
17-yard line.
And we're just in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. Rosa's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
15. Broncos, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. KJ Hamler returning it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Locke trying again after the pick 6. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now second.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Second and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tennessee.
Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Broncos, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch.
That's good.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He was brought down at the
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Henry. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Derrick Henry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henry.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On third down, Henry. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And some good, tough running, but he's still going to be stopped about a yard short. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 45.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Flushed out right. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Locke now on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, and that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's third down. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Again, it's Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. They keep it with Henry on first down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Down at the 41.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
To throw again. Lock. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Complete.
I know he wants to get his team 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance. And that
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Drew Lock.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
On the return, Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Henry, the ball
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Complete to John.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the Titans 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a 1st down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, Guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Tennessee, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.